Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, part, what is this, 7? I think it's part 7. Welcome back to part 7 of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. In the last episode, I'm not clicked in, I just realized, in the last episode, we covered the Melon Kingdom, which had a horrid level, otherwise known as the Banshee Swamp. It's horrid, but I kind of enjoy it. And we did the Durian Kingdom, which is absolutely one of my favorite kingdoms in the game, even if it's a bit tough. Definitely the difficulty of the game kind of ramps up in these later stages, and this Secret Starfruit Kingdom will be no secret to that. But that's obviously not what we're doing. We also had this mysterious moon barrel show up. Wonder what that could be for. Let's check it out. Cactus King versus Cactus King. So, thing about this is a bit of a differently structured kingdom. It's kind of just entirely this. That's very good that I didn't mess that up. Cactus King is kind of a funny situation. Cactus King is kind of the main antagonist behind this game, but like in the actual, I mean, you'd kind of have to read, but in terms of overall context clues, they don't really tell you a ton that Cactus King is the big bad guy. They don't focus this game so much on story. I mean, Donkey Kong games, they don't typically tend to involve story as much, right? But they do at the very least. This is kind of sick. Oh, that was kind of sick. They do at the very least like have a just, okay, you get the general idea. I mean, it's a similar thing to Mario, right? It's a similar thing to Mario. That being said, I think Donkey Kong sometimes is even more vague about the concept of a just like a story at all. Didn't do that good on that. Oh, get out of here. But okay, that's good. I am very glad I didn't just drop that combo or anything. Hey, we get a little bit of bananas here. But hope you all are doing well. I'm recording this pretty soon after part 6, just because again I'm like, okay, dude, I've been gone for over a week. You know, I gotta get back into the swing of things. As you can imagine, still congested, still a little under the weather. Oh yeah, there's this little duder. Let's see. I don't know what we're seeing. Hey, 20 bananas. That's what we're seeing. We go into this little light area, and we got a boss fight. Fellas, it's the final boss. This is Cactus King. He's got a bit of a little pig. He's got a little pig friend, as you can see, and he breathes fire. If we stand here, absolutely nothing happens, for the record. But we gotta clap our way through his little fire area. He gets stunned, beat up the pig, and then that took a minute. And then he's mad. It's just him, and now he's got beef with me. Now the whole thing with this fight, he kind of walks towards you, and he'll do these kicks, whatnot. What you gotta do is you gotta take these different angles and just boom! You literally get to wrestle this guy, and then when he's down, you just beat him up. Now my secret to this fight is you always jump ahead of him a little bit, let him do this, and then you get this sequence. You get to punch him down a little bit, and then what happens is you can kind of get him into a loop where you won't be able to catch him here, but when he gets up, you can just do it again. You can just do the exact same thing again, and there will be no issues. My thing's going really slow. There's also kind of a more Kong fight, like this is the sequence. This is kind of bad when... Yeah, okay. That's typically not the best. Ooh, that might actually be bad. I'm straight up probably not going to get all the crests here. I think if I'm understanding the crest system for this kingdom well, but you can get into kind of a loop where you just boom, and then it just didn't go through. Yeah, you can do that. I'm definitely not getting all the crests for this. I'm probably going to have to replay this kingdom, for the record, which I may do off screen. I'm not too sure. But the Cactus King is dead. The final boss is cleared. 800 bananas. Never mind. We're actually chill. If I'm understanding... Yes, we should actually have it. We've restored peace to the kingdoms. Hey, final boss. Can you believe it? We did it. Sorry. The congestion's really getting me. But, as you can see... Okay, we did actually clear that out. I'm not going to have to replay this. The final boss is here. We did it. We did the thing. And on top of that, fellas, we got a crest. Of course, the secret kingdoms are always going to be there. Just if we want to really 100% clear, which, like I told you guys, that is the plan. The plan is that we actually are going to full clear it. But what's this? You got a little celebration. You got all the monkeys. You got all the monkey buddies. What we got here? We can't thank you enough. You are truly the king of everything. Not even just the king of the kingdoms. We are the king of everything. And we can go here. Do a little dance. I probably should have sat there for the dance. I kind of ruined it a little bit. But if you sit there, you can, and you don't shake, you can watch them do a little dance. And, yeah. Gee Willikers. Hey, we beat the game in 6 minutes. Well, 6 minutes into the episode. And then you got this really crusty pre-rendered staff credits sort of thing going on. Now, I feel as if I should point out again, the kind of an obvious thing that I should mention, Let's Play is not over, to say the least. The Let's Play is definitely not over. We have the secret kingdoms that we still have to do and everything of the sort. So, the game is definitely not over. Let's get one thing clear there. The game is definitely not over. And we still have, you know, quite a bit of things to do. But the main story is over. That's not teasing anything. I swear. It's not teasing anything. I don't know why I'm being so secretive. But I'm going to continue to be secretive. Because it adds a little Let's Play charm. You know what doesn't add a little Let's Play charm? My sinuses being stupid right now. They're being really stupid this episode. They weren't that stupid last episode, but it's literally just like an hour before I recorded. Yeah. And then you got the staff credits for the original version of the game, which was, you know, the GameCube version and whatnot. And, yeah, I do just want to take this opportunity while we're here. We got downtime. We're not really playing the game. We're just experiencing the staff credits. Thank you guys for any of you that have stumbled across the channel, whatnot. Thank you guys for sticking around, doing your little thing, whatnot. I did actually want to mention, I think we have reached out to some degree, as the first part of this whole Let's Play has gotten a little bit of traction, I think. We got like 60 views on it. That's kind of sick, right? I think there's definitely an audience here, and I think we're at 19 subscribers now, so we are definitely reaching a person or two. So, thank you guys so much, for coming along the ride, whether you're coming from the first video or whatnot. And if you're a new subscriber, what's that? I haven't recognized that as of yet. But thank you guys so much for coming along with the journey. It's kind of crazy. Again, we're not fully done with this Let's Play as of yet, but we're kind of nearing the end. Whoa. Very cool deal. So, we got that kingdom cleared out. Lo and behold, we got it cleared out. All 3 crests. I genuinely thought for but a moment that was not cleared out. But, as you can see, obviously, this is pretty much all that we have here. And at this point, the game kind of just boils down to doing these secret kingdoms. Now, I originally, when I was thinking about this, I was like, I don't really know if I intend to do a secret kingdom after doing the final boss, but we're 9 minutes into the episode. Might as well treat you guys to the first secret kingdom for the D Barrel, the Pear Kingdom. And we're going to go ahead and do that in this episode. So, that's going to be pretty exciting. We got a Helibird Dash here. We have basically what is essentially a race between several monkeys that also have their own birds. And kind of similar to other stuff that we've done with the bird stuff from like the Strawberry Kingdom. I don't actually know if losing matters. I don't think it does. I think you just get more bananas if you get higher placements. But overall, the goal is to indeed win. The goal is to indeed win the race. And I think it's very feasible. Of course, the overall difficulty of these kingdoms are a little different, even if they technically come into the form of the D-Barrel and whatnot. This is something you got to understand, is that this is also... I think it's a little faster if I do it like this. But these are secret kingdoms. So I think they kind of intend you, in some cases, to go back and do these after you've beaten Cactus King. So that these are like the somewhat ultimate challenge kingdoms. Not that I think they are super duper challenging. I might not get first on this race now that I'm really looking at it, but I'm going to definitely do my best. Yeah, it's kind of looking like I'm not going to get first. Wait. Oh, no, I'm getting first. I cheaped it out. Let's go, dude. You'll love to see it. How much do you get for first place? 500. That's what I thought. Probably get like 400 or something if you get second. But, yeah, pretty sick stuff. But, yeah, they probably intend for you to do these kingdoms after you do the, what is it? The, just up to the Cactus King, whatever. You know, you've done the final boss. You've done all that stuff. And that's perfectly fine with me. Clock Tower. This is one of the most interesting levels in the game to me because it's kind of like mechanical. As in, you know, clock stuff. I think it's a very unique concept. You know, they could have just stuck to the whole, like, overworld-style level or, you know, whatnot. Just stuff like that or, like, the more forest stuff. I like this approach of it's kind of you're hopping into straight-up, like, industrial levels and stuff. But these are the little monkey things, they'll follow you here, so hopefully you don't fall down. So hopefully I can get these bananas over here. Yep. And he follows through. We can just kind of hang on to him. Do that sort of thing. And we should be good. But I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, per usual when I record multiple episodes in a day, I don't got a ton of new talking points. Again, vacation went super well. I'm a little sick. But kind of like I was mentioning during the staff credits, we have actually reached out to, I think, a little small audience that, while it's not like commenting or anything, it's like this this audience that quietly exists. And if any of that audience happens to be around, I just want to say thank you guys so much for tagging along. Seriously, it is very exciting that we can be under the conditions of just finding a new audience of people to reach out to. Again, I've said this since even, I think, episode 1. But one of the coolest parts of doing this whole thing is knowing that right now there's not really a whole lot of anyone around on the channel to do the thing with. But over time, we will slowly grow an audience that will probably be niche, obviously, because it's classical Let's Plays in the year 2024. But nonetheless, it is reaching out to anybody, and I think that is super sick, even if it's just a couple people. I mean, 60 views on the first episode it feels good. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely, that is a feel-good sort of thing that I very much enjoy that we are able to do. Especially with a style of content such as this. I think I'm going to get screwed over a little bit. Can you go around the other way? Oh, you can. I wonder if this is actually better. Let's do a little... No, I want to hit that little lip. Hold on. Can you, though? Nah, I don't think you can. Oh, yeah. You got a little... Yeah, you got a little boss dude here. Shoot. I think his whole thing was he was going to shoot some missiles and then try and blow me away with wind, but the only problem was I kind of juked around his missiles. Oh, that spat everywhere, dude. I had a problem with doing that sometimes. But, yeah, this level is definitely one of the more unique ones in the game. And I do definitely think a lot of what they try to introduce to you in these secret kingdoms is a lot of unique stuff. They try to pull a lot of unique stops on you, and it is definitely just a really cool thing, I think. There we go. Combo 6. I think they also try and pull a lot of moves for trying to get you to do stuff with combos in these later kingdoms and whatnot. Little talking point that I did also want to bring up as well. I am not much of a Dragon Ball fan at the moment. I know this sounds like a weird kind of topic, but I am someone who has always kind of observed the Dragon Ball series from a distance, and I found it interesting, but I've never actually watched the series. And I am in a Steam family share with a couple of my friends, and some of those friends, one of my friends, Ryan, he is a big Dragon Ball fan. And he has obtained Sparking Zero for our family share. And I know Sparking Zero is a big thing right now. I've seen a bunch of gameplay of it. And I think I'm actually going to die from this. That straight up kills me. I think that's happened more times than I'm willing to admit. It's all good. It sent us back to a pretty satisfying part of the thing, so I have actually no quarrels with going back to this point, even if it does send you back a little far now that I'm looking at it. Combo 7, maybe I won't mess it up this time, but yeah, Sparking Zero looks very interesting, and after I get done recording this video, I'm probably going to put on the Steam download for it in the background and just edit part 6 and 7, and hopefully get around to playing a little bit of Sparking Zero. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ava, do you intend to do a Sparking Zero sort of Let's Play? I don't think so. If I do, it definitely won't be blind, as I have very little understanding of the grand scheme of what, Dragon Ball in general is like. So if you're expecting me to talk about how I deeply love the Dragon Ball lore and all of its intricacies, I don't have a lot to provide in terms of that. That being said, have I always really enjoyed the way Dragon Ball looks? Yes. Very much. From a distance, I have very much enjoyed that. And I do have a little bit of experience. Keyword a little. Like, it is a very minuscule amount of experience playing Dragon Ball FighterZ. And it's fun. I enjoy FighterZ a lot. Now, that being said, Sparking Zero is obviously very different. It's more of a 3D fast-paced, like, sort of you zip-zoom sort of deal. And I really enjoyed that sort of system. I remember Jump Force was a interesting thing. And now I know Jump Force isn't the most liked in the world. As far as I'm aware, Jump Force isn't the most liked. However, I could always appreciate the 3D fighting style to Jump Force. So to me, Sparking Zero is going to be like getting something better out of the format that, Jump Force had a good format in terms of, its gameplay was good, but the overall substance, from what I have heard, again, I have not played Jump Force, but the overall substance, from what I've heard of Jump Force, is it's just weak sauce, It's just not that good, and, which is why I don't think I personally have many intentions of getting around to Jump Force or anything, which is fine. I am very content with that. Okay, I am grabbing you because I am not getting crushed. Second time. I think I'm getting crushed again. Yeah. Okay, so I need to take this approach differently. Because I've died twice now. I've died twice now. I need to take this approach a little differently. But, yeah, I don't know. So, I'm excited to try out Sparking Zero. It may not be my type of game again. That's the quirk of it being in the family share. I wasn't the one that paid for it. And I'm very excited to see if maybe even just the gameplay is something I can get into. Because like I said, at some point I actually do think I would legitimately like to get into Dragon Ball. A lot of the animes that I tend to watch, they're very slice of life based, right? I've watched a lot of Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, stuff like that. I think I watched Onimai at one point. Yeah, Onimai. I think that was my first exposure, which I think the concept of that anime gets some people a little weird, which is fair. I think it's just going to be different strokes for different folks, whatnot. I kind of don't look too deep into that stuff, and I just enjoy it on a casual level and whatnot. And Love Flops it's a more ecchi one, but I definitely enjoyed just how quirky that whole anime was. But I don't know if I have a favorite as of yet. I know Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid was a huge deal to me. It was very much, and I know for a lot of people who are into slice of life, Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is, I think, sort of a big deal. I'm still fairly new to anime in the grand scheme of things. Getting up this is painful. But what was that? You jerked me down, dude. What was that? I will eventually get past this level. When it will be, that is a mystery to me. Okay, we are past it. Now I have 1,000 bananas. Let's not get greedy here this time. I think at the very least I'll get these bananas on this side, but I'm not gonna get those ones on the top. Because I think if you're fast, you can get those. That's the problem though, is that I am apparently not fast enough. Cool. Wait, did I keep my combo? That's crazy. I had the concept in my head, but yeah, if you're into slice of life animes, Mrs. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, very good. Onimai is also pretty good, but I think some of the concepts in it are a little iffy for some people, and it's very understandable. I think for me, I'm not as focused on the concepts behind it, just more, is the anime funny to me? And it was pretty good to me. I think it's not going to be everyone's jam. I mean, it's literally sibling ends up basically spiking a drink and turning their other sibling into a girl for a little bit just because they thought it was funny, I think. I don't know. Not too cash money when you think about the overall concept, but the way it's executed in the anime itself, it's funny, it's lighthearted, and I don't think about it too deeply past that, personally. But it's a great anime. It's great anime and such, and I would personally recommend it if you're okay with that sort of overall plot point concept. We got a hog fight. Again, the final... That was just, like, actually the worst sequence of events I could have had there. This is the last hog fight of all of them, and definitely the toughest. Most definitely the toughest. It's got a more intricate layout, and just overall, I think what makes this fight so much harder, I don't exactly remember the new move that gets introduced in this fight, but I do remember the layout in particular screws me up. Okay, we got this move, yes. Just something to understand is that the moves and everything about the boss fights you're going to see in these Secret Kingdoms, it's their hardest form, right? It is their hardest variation of them that you're encountering. I think this is also probably the version of the fight where you have to utilize more of the whole thing of him actually throwing the coconuts in like spiky form a lot better. I think before you've been able to get by a lot easier with just pickpocketing him a little bit. That's the new move. He does a little zip zoom, and I think that move itself is not really that big of a deal. But I think when it's under the layout itself that you're dealing with, it can be a little disorienting, I feel. What in the world? I did all that, and I didn't even manage to get one out of it. Okay, I gotta be kind of careful because I think I can only... I legitimately was distracted. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. I've got to be so careful. We may have to end up redoing this, this crest. We have to redo the crest. The kingdom. Oh, shoot. That's actually horrible. Okay, well. You're getting a episode here in the future dedicated to redoing this kingdom. I knew it was going to happen at some point, right? I knew it was going to happen at some point. I kind of just wasn't expecting it to be this kingdom, but then I kind of forgot. Yeah, this last hog fight definitely does not play around, to say the least. It actually does put up a pretty decent fight. Ooh, no. Be careful. At this point, right, I think the threshold for 2 crests is 500, so I'd have to really suck to get below 2 crests, but getting the 3 crests is important for something you will see in the future. So I will have to actually go back and do this kingdom. Maybe say after we get done doing the Starfruit Kingdom, which is the secret kingdom for the Bee Barrel. So yeah, we're going to have to redo this kingdom at some point, and that's okay. There's no issue with that. We're not going to redo it in the next episode. We're going to redo it after all is said and done with the Starfruit Kingdom. But for now, I think that will be okay. And I have no coral. I figured this was going to happen at some point. It's just wasn't particularly expecting it in this kingdom. But I think it mainly came down to the fact that I forgot just how difficult this kingdom can actually be. So, it's all good. I have no issue. But, hey, look at that. First secret kingdom cleared out. First secret kingdom cleared out. You'll love to see it. So, that is going to do it for this episode. Very eventful episode. We cleared out the final boss of the game, and now we're doing post-game stuff, and we didn't get all 3 crests in our first secret kingdom. I don't know if this is going to be a habit with the future secret kingdoms, but hopefully not. We will end up redoing this. kingdom in a few episodes from now. But for now, that is going to be it. In the next episode, the plan is to clear out the Lychee Kingdom. I think it is Lychee Kingdom. I still have never done that research as to what pronunciation it actually is. But in the next episode, we're going to clear that out. And it's going to be a fun time. I think if I'm remembering, that second level is pretty tough. But I think we got it. I think we're going to get 3 crests in this one. I'm a believer. I think I remember what boss is in this, but we won't speak of that now. Anyways, I'm going to leave it off there. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, make sure to drop a like, comment, maybe even subscribe if you want to. Again, we got some people tagging along. So if you want to join the journey, do tell. You don't have to, but it would be appreciated. Anyways, I'm going to leave that off there. Stop rambling. I'm out of here. All right. Bye-bye, guys.